Mow Down is a 2D zombie shoot 'em up slash multiplayer deathmatch shooter that I'm currently developing, and I've been hard at work pushing forward the first level of the single player story mode. To kick things off, I've made a few additions to the convoy vehicles based on comments from the previous video. There's now a large cloud of sand left in the wake of vehicles in the desert, as well as exhaust fumes from the convoy vehicles. They're small additions, but I think it does a lot in tying the convoy into the game world. Onwards from this, I've added the beginnings of a level map. Currently, this can be opened using a button on the controller for general viewing, and will also open automatically when issuing the Go Here command to your companion. When implemented, opening the map will also show the current objectives as both a list and as markers, the design of which being loosely inspired, by The Witcher 3. Speaking of objectives, the system for handling level progression is actually now in the game, and objectives can be set, progressed through and completed. This is a pretty basic system, making use of a fancy two-dimensional array, so multiple objectives can be active at the same time. A single-dimensional array works like a list, with a column of values that can be read from or written to as required. Therefore, a two-dimensional array works much like a table, with both rows and columns of information. You can also get three-dimensional arrays, and four... yeah, the visualization stops making sense at 4. Anyway, I have two primary columns in this table, main and side, referring to main or side objectives. The rows are simply just numbered, with objectives 1, 2, 3 and so on. These will be translated to the player as text later on, but as far as code is concerned, we'll just number them. The information held in each box is one of 3 possible values: pending, started or complete. This signifies the current state of each objective. These are actually just constants with values of 0, 1 and 2, but using words like this improves code readability. And that's the objective system in a nutshell. This is all stored in a controller object and can be accessed by any other object in order to read the current objective state or to send a message to update the current objectives as needed. This is a simple system, but it gets the job done. After adding the first objective to the level, that is to rescue a small construction crew from a zombie horde, I realised pretty quickly that there was a big issue. There would be a massive hit on performance whenever a large number of zombies would be spawned in at once, mainly because I'm creating all of the instances when I need them. This is a pretty simple fix though, through the use of spawn pools. Spawn pools in video games are essentially a group of entities that is preloaded, normally at the start of a level. This increases loading times as more is being loaded in one go, but improves the overall performance after load. This is because, instead of needing to use computing power to create and initialize a new entity every time, the spawner can essentially move an entity from the pool to where it's needed. In my case, I'm actually physically moving zombies from a pool, which is hidden off screen, to where they're being spawned in. Because of this, all of the processing power required to create new zombies is replaced by simply changing their X and Y positions to where I need them. The same logic applies when killing zombies. Instead of deleting the instance, also using computing power and requiring me to recreate it when I need it next, I'll simply move the zombie back into the spawn pool and reset all of its stats for next time. As we can see now, this completely removes the lag spike encountered previously when spawning the zombies, with the only downside being a slightly longer loading time. Success. And with that, we can now wrap up this Mow Down devlog. If you enjoyed, leave a like on the video and make sure you subscribe to stay tuned for the next upload. As always, comments are open for any suggestions or ideas you may have. And that's about it anyway. See you next time.